Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Somic V2s. That is one of the best headphones for under $100 and certainly the best one for under 50. Now you might actually know these as the Status Audio OB1s, as you can see here. They are the exact same headphones except without the logos on in this case, and these actually go for 105 Canadian or $80 US instead of the $45 that you can get these for on GearBest. Now I'll link that down below. So for almost half the price, you can get the exact same headphones. And there's actually another benefit to getting these over the Status Audios, apart from just the price. So we'll just take a quick look at the box here. I'll scooch this to the side. Here's the box. Again, the box is almost the same thing as the Status Audio box, except this one has different logos. And if you take a look in here, one thing that's actually missing on the Status Audio that you get with these are these replacement extra ear cups. I'll put these to the side. I'll talk about those later. You also get a 1/4-inch adapter and a little protector for a 3.5mm jack. Just little things. The box is quite nice. I like the presentation. There's also some warranty information in there, paperwork, but that's not interesting. Let's just take a look at these again. So many people think that the Status Audio OB1s are the best headphones for under 50. So keeping in mind that this is $45, that really shows you how good these are for the price. Okay, now let's talk about the build quality and design. They look and feel very substantial. I love the way they look. They have this nice open grille. I'll talk about that again later. They're heavy. Not too heavy, but heavier than most, I'd say. They have metal here. I think it's aluminum here. And everything feels very well put together. The headband is very thick, very well padded, but it is a bit heavy. It's like a really hard plastic with this leatherette finish over it. It might feel a bit heavy for some people, but for me it's fine. And as you can see, you can lay down flat like this, and it swivels up to around there. You can't swivel all the way back, but I guess that's okay. They don't fold up, but these are meant to be used in the home anyway, so I doubt you'd be packing these up and taking them anywhere. The swivel feels very nice and sturdy. It's very smooth too. These also rotate like this. And overall, it's just very well built. Again, I love the way they look. They have this nice open design. You can see the red, I don't think that's the driver, but you can see red fabric in there. It looks super cool. One thing about these is that the cable is, not only does it come out of two sides, but it's also super long. You can see that's where it connects into one and just keeps going. And there you can see how much is actually still left. I have it bunched up like this. This comes with it, by the way. And it ends in a very nice connector. I'll just zoom in on that. As you can see, it's all made out of metal. Feels super heavy duty, and it's got this spring on it. So no matter how you bend it, it probably won't break. And there you can see the thread that you would put the 1/4-inch adapter on. Let's move that out of the way. So that's the build quality. Super nice. Let's talk about comfort. So I think that these are actually very comfortable. In my opinion, they might be a bit heavy for some. Some reviewers looking at the Status Audio, I mean, it's the same thing again, so they found that these to be a bit heavy, but I found it to be okay thanks to that thick headband. Not the most comfortable things in the world, but better than most. They are over-ear headphones, so let's flip these around. These cup all the way around your ears. And let's talk about these ear pads now. These are very nice and soft. They are a fabric material. They do pick up a bit of sweat as well as dust, as you can see, but they're very deep, so my ear doesn't touch the end of that. I prefer these over the pleather ones. And again, if you don't like those, these do come with these again. These pleather ones, you might like these more. I like these because they're thicker. My ear actually touches the driver with these on, so I kept those on. Again, very nice. The clamp force, I'll show you the clamp force here. It's just about perfect for me. I love the clamping on these. They stay on my head despite their weight, and I could actually wear this for very, very long, non-stop. Comfort, very good. Okay, let's talk about the sound now. You'd probably expect a pair of headphones for $45 to sound pretty garbage, but these sound very, very good. They're pretty flat, actually. More flat than the M50s, in my opinion. They have a less boomy bass than the M50s. Again, it's probably because they're open. I'll talk about that later. But the 42mm drivers in there are a bit harder to drive than most headphones, so when plugged into my phone, these at max volume sound just about right. I wouldn't go any louder than that on my phone. But for those of you who really like cranking it up, you might find these to be better when powered by something a bit more powerful like an amp or something on your computer. But that lets the sound just impress you so much more. Let's talk about the bass. So they're pretty well controlled, they're rich, and it doesn't overpower anything at all. They're a bit less powerful than those on the M50s, but those are actually pretty bass heavy to begin with when compared to a super neutral pair of headphones. These still sound very exciting, however. The sub bass might sound a bit rolled off. Not the best for very, very low bass, but in almost all the songs I listen to, these have the perfect amount of bass, and they sound just right. I just like the way the bass sounds on these. Not overpowered again, and not lacking in my opinion. Let's talk about the mids. The mids are very present on these. The vocals are very forward and they stand out above everything else. Listening to pop, stuff like that, these are probably one of the best headphones you can get just because of how pronounced the mids are. And they can really bring out some detail that most headphones don't reproduce at all. In terms of highs, these have a very pleasing high end. Some people say it's a bit sharp. I don't think so. It's actually kind of warm. I can listen to these at a pretty decent volume for as long as I want without getting tired. They aren't quite as sharp as my M50s, for example. They still sound good enough to use as monitor headphones nonetheless. Now let's take a look at that open back design. This is what sets these apart from most headphones from this price range. Almost all headphones. I don't really know any open headphones other than maybe Superlux. Those are only semi-open though. But headphones under this price range, they usually are closed. Almost 100% of the time they're closed. Now what this gives you, what the open gives you, is a very nice soundstage. So it sounds like you're actually sitting in the room with the instruments playing, or sitting on the battlefield with the guns shooting around you, as opposed to the closed headphone. So these make sound. This open design makes everything sound very natural. And after you listen to these, you probably won't want to go back to closed headphones, but there are some drawbacks to the open design anyways. Because they're open here, as you can see they're open, because they're open, sound comes in and out of them, so everything that's playing into your ear, anyone next to you will be able to listen to, so probably not the best to use on the bus or something, but at home, these are perfect. Again, they do let sound go in, so if you're on the bus, you'll listen to everything around you. They don't isolate any noise whatsoever. But I like that. I prefer this at home, especially. Just really awesome. If you haven't tried open back headphones, I really recommend you go out and do so. And really, you can't go wrong with these. For $50, there's nothing at all that can sound quite as good as these. Coming from the M50s that I used for almost well over 2 years actually, I didn't have a hard time switching to these at all. I think I might actually start preferring the sound of these just because they're open, and I might actually replace my M50s with them, I mean. So if you like this video and you found it helpful, please leave a like, comment if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them almost immediately, and subscribe if you want to see more like this. Again, I'll have links to this down below if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.